Ooh, welcome back to the Boneyard Podcast, everybody. This is your host, Jared Shepard, along with my good friend
Artemis Brower. Ooh, excuse me.
Jeez, Artie, get it cleared out, brother.
My bad, yo.
We're coming to you live with episode 268 of the Boneyard Podcast. Artemis, how we feeling, man?
We're good. We're good, man. We're alive. We're here. No complaints on this end. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. It's the 12th day of Christmas. It's the last day of Christmas, y'all. If you didn't know, if you're not up to date on how the liturgical calendar works, today is the 12th day of Christmas. Christmas is officially over starting tomorrow, and we're on to just focusing on the transfer portal. No more Christmas. Okay? You still got your Christmas tree up, Artie?
I do. Yeah, the Christmas tree is still up. My wife will not let me take it down for at least another week or two, so it's gonna have to stay up for a little bit longer.
You can officially take it down tomorrow. You can tell her
not according to the Book of Ashley.
Once the 12 days of Christmas are done, you can officially take down the decorations.
I'll let you try and convince her that.
Hey, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her. No, I think I'm taking them down Sunday. I think we're taking them down Sunday. But Artie, episode 268. So it's gonna be a good one. Do you have a number 68 for me?
You know, last week we did obviously 67, and I did my dad at 67. So it's only fitting. It's only fitting that we do Mama Dukes for 68. So I'm gonna do one Michelle Matilde Mackle. That is her full maiden name. Shouting out my mother, calling her out. Born 1968, October 22nd. October 20th, 1968. One Michelle Mackle. My Mama Dukes, one of the greatest, one of the best to ever do it. And yeah, that's all I got. That's my 68, Mama Dukes.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of one off the hop. The only one that I can think of, I'll be honest, I was so focused on getting the audio right tonight. I've been without audio in my ears for the last 2 episodes. We got that working tonight. So I'm gonna go. Did Yager? Let me Google. Did Yager wear 68 at some point? Yep. Yager wore 68. And wow. He wore it in the Olympics, number 68, Jaromir Jagr. I mean, honestly, just a NHL legend. I don't think I need to talk much about it. All right. Artie.
Yes, sir.
Big episode here in a little bit. We got 2 True Pirates coming on. We're still putting together our list of True Pirates. We're putting, I think, should we try that segment after the portal closes and we're kind of in that dead period between football and baseball here in a couple weeks? We'll do that segment then, Josh. So let's table that. But we got some True Pirates coming on here in a little bit. Anthony Smith, JD Lampley coming on the podcast here shortly. Artie, it's been 2 weeks. We haven't recorded in a little bit. Took some time off for the holidays. Haven't really talked about ECU beating Pitt in the Military Bowl. What a win. What a win. Let's start there. I'll be honest. Hand up. I took Pitt to cover, and I took the under hit. but I'm so glad that East Carolina was able to pull out the victory. Artie, talk to me about that game. How'd you feel? What were you thinking a couple Saturdays ago?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm right there with you. I took Pitt because Pitt was obviously at more full strength than where we were at, and I didn't see that kind of performance from this team. I saw the effort, and I said that a few weeks ago. I was like, I'm not worried about an effort standpoint. I know we're going to go out there, we're gonna play hard, and because that's just the kind of culture and establishment that Coach Blake Hurl has built. But to get that kind of performance, 5 turnovers, and I gotta eat crow, right? Like it was a next man up mentality. It was a we don't care about the opt outs. We don't care who's here, who's not here, and I think we did focus a little too much on who wasn't there and still didn't appreciate who was there, right? Like we still had a full strength defense. There's not really too many guys on that defense that wasn't there. We still had the line. We still had Anthony Smith. We still had capable guys. Ditta, shout out to him. My goodness, coming in for his first official start in a bowl game after being cold all season long and doing what he did. Shout out to him. Yeah, just a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal performance. I could not be more proud. I am proud and happy of the fact that I got to sit here and eat crow, and I was dead wrong about this team coming out and performing the way they did against Pitt. Back-to-back bowl wins for the first time since the 60s, and first 9-win season since 2013. So this program's on the up and up. We just got to maintain it. So proud, so happy for this program.
I mean, three straight bowl wins. That's the streak. Yeah, to win a bowl game in consecutive seasons, it's a tough thing to do, Artie. To build, especially when you look at where we were 19 games ago, firing Mike Houston and then having Coach Harrell take over. I mean, he's the fastest coach to 14 wins in program history. Only needing 19 games to do so. Just an absolute great job. But I mean, the fact that you were able to win that game without your starting quarterback, your wide receiver 2, your lead running back, your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and starting tight end. The fact that you were able to win that game, and a lot of credit does go to that defense, right? But I could get real used to watching Ditta throw some dots, Ditta dimes.
I mean, just the poise, man. Just to come off cold, like you haven't really seen any action whatsoever for an entire season, and to come out there cold in that bowl game against a Power 4 P4 program, right? And to do that again, Pittsburgh did not have a lot of opt-outs. We're not going to give Pittsburgh excuses. They had their squad, they had their team, and for him to go out there and do that, incredible.
Yeah, I know. I know that JJ, our buddy JJ, with whatever his college football talk show, was trying to make excuses. Pitt just wasn't prepared. Whatever, they didn't look into it. You got beat, dude. You had everybody. All we heard was that Mason Heinschel and this offense was gonna beat us. Their defense was too damn good. We were just gonna hear. We were just hearing all this stuff was gonna happen, and I mean, it didn't. And this is a team that was ranked in the top 25.
Yeah,
late in the year. Had a chance to make the college football playoff.
Had college game day right there in Pittsburgh.
So, I don't know, man. It sucks to suck. I'm so happy for this team to finish that way. I would have loved to see look, we're a player-friendly podcast. I would have loved to see some of our guys finish it out. And let me give credit. I mean, some of the guys did. Justin Benton went into the portal earlier. That tackle he made when losing his helmet.
Yeah.
That is something that guy's going to have framed for the rest of his life. right? Jamarly
We'll
Riddle.
see.
Jamarly Riddle, I mean, the fact that he played, and that's the reason these guys don't play. Played, got hurt in the first half. It sucks. We wish him the best, but at least he held up his end of the deal and played it out. Right. All in all, though, it's good to see the Pirates win.
Just an excellent way to end the season. Just an excellent way to end the season. And the last point I'll make on the guys you just mentioned that played, they could have opted out. They could have gone to the portal early. I appreciate that. I have nothing but love and respect for that, right? Go on, and if you think you got a better opportunity somewhere else, cool, right? Wish you were here, but you're not going to be. Wish you the best. But I at least appreciate the fact that, in my opinion, you did it the right way. You finished what you started, and then you left, right? You didn't leave before the actual job was done. Whether we win or lose, you finished what you started, and then you opted out. And I can respect that. Or you transferred out.
Yeah. I can respect it. It's and the talent that we're bringing back. I mean, our defense is still going to be pretty stout next year. Bringing a lot of those guys back. Yeah, we got a lot to replace on offense. I know the coaching staff is super busy on that front right now, but all in all, you're bringing back the core of your defense. You got to replace some guys in the secondary. And as much as we love a lot of the guys in the secondary on this team, that's where ECU struggled at times this year, right? Gave up a lot of passing yards. That's the number one area on the defense, in my opinion, that we got to focus on. Getting right in the secondary and cutting down on some of those big plays over the top. If so, this team is going to be, I don't care who's on offense. You could probably put Artie in at running back and we'd be pretty good next year. Some more notes, Artie, on the bowl game. So ECU back-to-back military bowl champs, scored the first points on a Nick Mazey field goal. That gets us to 9-0 when the Pirates score first under Coach Harrell. Forced 5 turnovers, like you said, 4 fumbles, 1 interception. We finished the season plus 10 in the turnover column. That'll do it. That'll work.
That will work.
I mean, the defensive front, like I said, 7 tackles for loss. I think we were number 4 in the country for total tackles for loss on the season. Which, I mean, with 101 tackles for loss, I think just ahead of us, it was like Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas A&M.
Wow.
I think we were number 4. It's our 12th bowl win, so we're back over 500 in bowl games.
Yeah, 12-11.
Like you said, first time winning back-to-back bowl games since 1963 through 1965 when we won 3 straight. So yeah, Artie, just incredible. Blake Harrell, already mentioned it, fastest coach to 14 wins. That's in 19 games, posting a .736 or 736 win percentage. I mean, that'll play. You win 75% of your games, you're going to be a good football team.
Yeah. The thing is we don't want the vultures to come poaching. That's the only thing. you stay at winning 75% of your football games, and people are going to come knocking.
Look, I love Coach Harrell, and I wish nothing but the best for him. I of course, if opportunity comes that is too good to turn down, then he's going to have to take it. I think he truly does love East Carolina and Greenville.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think ECU, you would much rather be in a position where your coach is getting hired away and you're getting paid the buyout than paying a coach like we are with Mike Houston to coach at Clemson.
Right.
So, yeah, and some other notes. So he's the first head coach since Clarence Stasevich to win consecutive bowl games. So it's only happened one other time, really. And he's just the third ECU coach to win multiple bowl games. Clarence Stasevich with his 3 straight, and then good company, Steve Logan. So good company to be in.
Excellent company to be in.
Artie, sitting where we sit right now, how do you feel looking at next year?
Well, I mean, it kind of feels like the same thing. Well, I wouldn't say the same thing we had going into this year, but we've got some. I would say 2 years ago, it kind of feels like that. Like you've got some uncertainty, you got some things you gotta fix, especially on that offense. You got new faces everywhere. You've got new coordinators on both sides of the ball. But the guy in charge, I feel like, has his head on a swivel, has the program going in the right direction. And that's the most important thing. Like the head of the snake is solid. And if we get the quarterback right, coach quarterback combo, you're never going to be that bad regardless. You're going to be okay. So I feel good. I feel optimistic. But now we're in a point now as a program where, 6 to 7 wins in the season is not cutting it anymore. Like we've got to now take that next step to where we're like actually competing for conference championships. Like that's the next step in the ECU program. There's really no excuses anymore. Like we've got to get there. It can't be 5-6 years from now. We're still like, oh yeah, we went 9-4 and won a military bowl. No, we've got to take the next step now. Like we've got to be competing for the American. So
we're at a place where ECU had 9 wins this season and very well could have won 11 games. I mean, they could have probably should have beat Tulane, probably should have beat NC State to start the season. And it almost feels, I don't think a 9-win season is ever anything that you're like,
you don't scoff at that at all. That's a good season.
But when you're like disappointed that, hey, we know that we could have had more.
Right. It's just the natural process of things, right? Like when you start to get good and you start to kind of go on a roll, then expectations start, and you are the result of that expectation. Like you put that kind of you put that on yourself. So to me, it's like, okay, this is what we've done the last couple of years. This is where we've been. Cool. What's next? Like there can't be a regression. Now it's like, okay, what's next? Where are we going next with this program?
Yeah. I like what they're doing, and like you said, they're going to put together. I think they've got about 20 spots to fill through the transfer portal. That's how many scholarships I believe they have left, give or take, and there's some high-powered quarterback options out there that are interested in ECU and looking at coming to ECU. Let me ask you, and we talked about this a little bit in the group chat, based on what Chaston Ditta did in the Military Bowl.
Yeah.
Did that change your perspective on what needs to happen in the transfer portal at the quarterback position?
It's definitely helped his stock. It definitely when you go home and you're not thinking, oh my God, we have nobody in the building that's competent, right? You at least now know, well, we think we may have somebody that's competent. Now it's a 1-game sample. It's a 1-game sample, and obviously you need more tape on Ditta. You need more actual live game action. But in the very least, you don't go home saying, well, we have completely nobody. We are scrambling. We're running around with a chicken with a head cut off. We got to get somebody. You at least have a little bit of confidence. Say, okay, well, if push comes to shove, we may have a guy already in the building. So,
Yeah, and they're going to bring in a quarterback no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to aim to bring in 2 quarterbacks and create some competition. Josh, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to answer that question too because I feel like part of me is like, okay, a true freshman who hasn't really seen live action, if he can go up against that level of a defense, because you got to, I mean, Pittsburgh is at number 6 in tackles for losses.
It's good defense
on the season.
That's good defense.
ECU was right there with them. So it's not like that defense wasn't a good defense.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, 1 game sample size, but that sample size could have easily looked like BYU. Like it's
a good sample size.
You know. So I feel like in combo with this defense, I think that this could really work. This could really work.
I agree because you absolutely may have the guy in him, and that's what I was saying. Like just to kind of reiterate that point, like you don't go home saying, "Well, we're shit out of luck." No, you actually may have the guy in the building. So,
yeah, and I think that's you're still going to try to go get a guy, right? But you're maybe not looking at somebody that is going to come in and be a day 1 starter, like trying to fill that role. You're looking for somebody to come in and that wants an opportunity, but they're not the clear number 1 when they get here, right? And that's what it's going to take, and I think that it sounds like Ditta is looking forward to an opportunity to compete. Just from conversations that I've heard from within the building. But up until this past week, I don't think he'd really had a chance to talk to offensive coordinator Jordan Davis. With him, coaching North Texas in their bowl game. And you want to talk about a guy, if you're worried about a coach not calling plays before he got here, I mean, he put up close to 650 yards of total offense when he was calling the plays at North Texas this past week or in their bowl game. So he can definitely call a game. All right, Artie, we've talked all year about this defense, and one of the guys that we've talked consistently about, he's been a stalwart on this defense. We talked about True Pirates. This is one of those guys that has cemented his name in that category. Stayed here all 4 years, never left, played for us, bled for us, has been through the shit and stuck it out.
Yeah.
And I got to say, the guy we're about to have on, I shook his hand at Media Day. It's like damn oven mitts, dude. This guy's hands are absolutely wild. None other than our next guest, JD Lampley. JD, welcome to the Boneyard Podcast, my friend. How's it going?
Good. How are y'all? Thanks for having me.
We're chilling, man. Congratulations on the 9-win season and bowl victory from a couple weeks ago.
Sir, thank you.
Just talk to us. I mean, like I said, you came in, been here 4 years. You've waited your turn. You got in. You got your reps, and then you became a star on this ECU defense that, I mean, has been the blood and soul of this ECU football team for the last 4 years. Talk to me. What's it mean to you to kind of go out the way that you did?
It means a lot, especially going out in the bowl game winning. That was a fun game to play in. A bunch of people were mad we were going back to Military Bowl, but every time we're in there, it seems like a good game, I guess. But yeah, it means a lot to go out the right way. just go out a Pirate.
Love that.
Absolutely. And kind of going off that, like, you know, you say going out a Pirate. What has that meant for you? Being in the program as long as you've been in the program, what has being a Pirate meant to you?
It just means a lot. Like, you know, really, like, it's just the culture there. Like, even guys that'll transfer in and people that'll leave will tell you, like in the locker, like after practice, for example, like people might stay in the locker room for hours just messing around, like, you know, talking, and then like people will leave and be like, yeah, well, they don't do that here. Like, that's what we will miss. Like, people who leave will miss. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a real brotherhood, a family.
Yeah, it seems like the culture in that locker room. It seems like, especially since Coach Harrell took over, that the culture has really shifted. It feels like it is a true brotherhood in there. Could you sense a true shift after Mike Houston left?
I'd say like I just feel like the whole team got on like the defense's like mentality kind of. Cause like I feel like ever since I came in as a freshman, like Big Tay, Eli Morris, all those guys did a good job. Like just especially like in Coach Tesh's room, it's always like the tightest room, the closest room. And then the defense, we all had like the same, like, and then it was the defense, I feel like. And then like whenever Coach Harrell took over, I feel like he took a bunch of like the like stuff we would say and do on defense to the team meetings and stuff. And I just think the whole team responded well to that with their energy and stuff.
How would you say like Coach Harrell's like impact specifically has kind of impacted the locker room? Like how's he given his juice, his tenacity, you know,
Yeah.
his energy? How has that, you know, impacted the guys in the locker from the outside, people that don't really like have that inside knowledge?
I mean, I think the guys love him. Like, he's a true players coach, you know, like he keeps the best snacks and stuff up in his office. The guys like aren't, you know, it's not like you're going to the principal's office or anything. Like, it's just like you can go up there, talk to him, and then, you know, like he at the end of the day, you know, he wants what's best for you. So he's gonna try to get you there no matter what. If he has to get on to you or not, like he's gonna do his best for you. And then like, you know, just his speeches in the hotel and everything, I think he really gets everybody fired up. I mean, y'all know from the videos they'll post after
Yeah.
the games and stuff.
That video they put out after the bowl win made me want to run through about 1,000 walls. I can't even imagine what y'all were feeling when you
And
were running out there.
so every night in the hotel, like before the game, he'll give us a speech before we go to bed, and then he'll let the captains or he'll call up some people to talk to the team. But every night it ends with everybody throwing chairs or Tegan Wilt jumping through a table or something. I don't think the Hilton liked it very much, but it got us going.
I love it.
Has Tegan asked you to be in one of his Tegan Eats videos?
I don't know if I can do that, man. It's just I don't know. He's got it. He's the best.
He said when he's done rehabbing the surgery he said he's down to come on and do a live one on the podcast. So we'll have to figure out that.
I know. I thought he was supposed to do one with Gilbert and JJ after one of the games, but I don't think it ended up happening.
I want to stay on Coach Harrell real quick. He's been our guy since the beginning. We love Coach Harrell. Can you tell us any like funny stories that you got from, I mean, being with him for the last 4 years?
I'm trying to do anything.
Nothing that's going to get anybody in trouble, but
funny story. I really can't think right now. I mean, not I'm not one
that's all right.
We
It's
got to put you on the spot a little bit.
Yeah, he just, if you've had a chance to talk with him one-on-one, like he is one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Yeah.
And then to see him get so fired up, it's like a flip switch.
I know. Yes,
but
sir.
All right, I want to talk with so many guys in the transfer portal, and you talked about it a little bit earlier about guys leaving and saying, "Oh man, I wish we had it like it was at ECU," or vice versa.
Hmm.
You stayed all 4 years.
Yes, sir.
As somebody that stays and is a Pirate through and through, when you see these guys enter and maybe they opt out of the bowl game internally, like how do you feel about that in the state of like college football right now?
I mean, it's getting crazy. I mean, money will make people do some crazy things, you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I love those guys because I played with them. You know, I was in the battle with them or whatever. But I mean, I also respect the guys who stayed, even if they did leave after the bowl game. Like I think playing a bowl game is, you know, that's like, especially for people like me. This is my last game, you know, and then just the seniors. I think the bowl game's a good thing to do, but if people keep opting out, then that might change like the way people look at bowl games and you know. But yeah, I don't have anything against none of the guys who didn't play, but I do respect guys who did.
Yeah. And JD, just kind of ask you a personal question real quick, because you kind of did it the right way, right? Riding off to the sunset, got that bowl victory, kind of riding off on that high. What's next for JD Lampley? What do you foresee in the next few months to the next couple of years?
Just got next few months I gotta lock in and train for pro day, and then hopefully I get an opportunity from there.
Love it.
So,
And I'll ask you one more question, JD. We talk a lot now about True Pirates and what that means and whatnot. And being somebody that's been here all 4 years, I think you fall heavily in that category. What would you tell a guy that is maybe a freshman coming in, recruited out of high school, committed to East Carolina? What's something that you would tell one of those guys maybe on their official visit, like about your time at ECU?
I mean, I'll tell you just like I told Tarrant. So there's a kid from my high school coming this month, in a few days he'll be up there. Tarrant Spencer. I told him, like, you know, I love ECU. I don't regret nothing about my decision staying. And then, like, you know, I feel like between we have really good coaches too, like Coach Tesh and Coach Harrell. I feel like they're like really big reasons on why I stayed also, you know. And
And
then I'll tell him like I explain like how how much of a family it is here compared to other places and stuff.
Yeah.
love that. And we always ask this question. So I'm going to ask you, kind of switching it up a little bit, and I'm going to ask you about the offense. Is there a guy on offense that is maybe like got the best drip? Who has the best drip on the offense?
Best drip. I mean, it's got to be one of the receivers or something. I'll say Ant. I don't know. Ant or Brock. That's my
Brock.
roommate, Brock.
Brock, okay. And then who has the worst drip on defense?
The worst on defense.
Ooh.
And not like one of the big nasties up front.
All right, Raheem Craig. Raheem Craig.
Ooh.
I can see that.
So he just wears just nothing.
he decided the ball. That's all he decided the ball.
He's still got the grill.
The grill?
Did he not have a grill at one point?
Like the teeth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah. That's the only drip he needs.
Yeah, I guess so. And then I mean, he probably tried to take a towel from the other team or something.
Love that. Well, JD, best of luck. Thanks for joining us on the Boneyard Podcast.
Yes, sir.
But before you leave, I was going to have Anthony come in. Anthony, you there? We got our other guest, Anthony Smith. So he heard you say that, JD.
Yes, I appreciate it, JD.
You're welcome. What's up, fake 9? That's the fake
was,
number 9, y'all.
I'm the real 9, man. Come on.
I didn't even think about that when we were putting this together.
Yeah, bro. Me and JD have had that joke all year, man. Every time we see each other, I just tell him, bro, I'm the real 9. Yeah, he'll tell me he's the real 9.
Both of y'all balled out, man.
Hey man, that's what nines do, bro. We ball, man.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah, I wanted Anthony if you had anything to say to JD about him saying you had the best drip.
Dude, my drip is kind of lame, so I don't got nothing to say about it. Honestly, I'm gonna take that one and run with it.
I should
Love
say
it.
somebody like Mike Wright.
Mike, right? Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
classify
yeah,
him as a
sure.
receiver. He's classified as everything. So
Hey, if we had a Heisman vote, we were going to give it to him because I mean
Absolutely.
it's the best all around football
it would
player.
it would only be right to do that,
It would.
man. It would only be right.
JD, before we let you go, I have one last question, and we've asked
right.
all of our ECU related guests this question for the last 5 years.
All right.
So after a Military Bowl victory, you get home, you get back to downtown Greenville, you go out, you're out with the boys, you head over to a little known establishment called Sup Dogs. What are we getting? What are we ordering at Sup Dogs, man?
And probably either the buffalo chicken sandwich or the nacho burger.
Easy.
You know, maybe get a little crush or something.
Nice. Gotta have something to wash it down with.
What flavor crush we going with?
I like the creamsicle one or just
Sick.
orange.
Sick.
Love that. Well, JD, best of luck to you, my man. We'll stay in touch and maybe talk to you after pro day.
Sir, thank y'all. Thank you for having me.
All right, JD. Once again, thanks for coming on the podcast. I didn't get to do a big time introduction like I did for JD when we brought Anthony
It's all
Smith
good,
in.
man.
I wanted to give you a chance to talk to him.
Yes, I ain't
Before we-
talked to my guys since the bowl game, man. So I really actually appreciate y'all for doing that, actually, man. So I don't need no intro, man. That's a good enough intro for me getting to talk to my guys. So
honestly, that's probably the truth. Is Anthony Smith doesn't need that much of an introduction because you came here, you balled out, you did your thing, and truly took over in that wide receiving core. And I mean, that was especially this year. I mean, between you, Yannick, and Brock doing
Yeah.
y'all's thing. Talk to me. I mean, you come in from the arch rival NC State
Yes.
to East Carolina. We talk about true Pirates. I would still put you there. I mean, anybody that
I
believes
appreciate
that-
it, man. I would consider myself a true pirate, man, if I'm being honest. So
I love
no
that.
shade to nobody else, but
Right.
You can throw shade.
I
I'll throw
consider
it for
myself a pirate for sure.
But you've seen the P4, you've seen the G5, G6, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it, and you've seen the highs and lows at both places.
Yeah.
What would you say, like coming into East Carolina from a Power 4 school?
Mhm.
What would you say is like the biggest like difference and maybe positive or negative from that jump?
I feel like, well, I'll start with the negative. The negative is kind of just the obvious that there's obviously not as much money as you have in G5 as you do in Power 5. That's kind of the obvious thing. So when you kind of get down to NIL and competition, it kind of gets a little bit shaky because obviously you have your Alabama, they have a lot more money than East Carolina. That's no question. You know what I'm saying? That's obvious. So it's like they're able to build a roster better. They're able to pay players more, retain players more, and stuff like that. So that would probably be the only negative that I would say. But that's at every G5 school, not just East Carolina.
Right.
And then the positive, dude, from the jump, dude, it was just family, bro. It was like family coming to ECU. Like I felt like I was a pirate. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first came and stepped on campus for my official visit, I felt like this is where I belong. I felt like I did belong at East Carolina. I didn't feel like I was just another number, just another check to give out to somebody, just another stat for a coach to put on their resume. So that was the main thing for me. Just being felt so inclusive. So yeah.
And we asked JD this, but I want to ask you too. In terms of the guys that opted out, right? The guys that weren't at the bowl game. How did you personally feel about that? How did you feel the locker room perceive that, and how did they feel about that kind of going into the bowl game?
Shoot, man, I don't have no shade to those guys, man, because I've been here for 2 years, but like I kind of just attested to, like the whole family side, like those are my real deal brothers. Like those are relationships that I would never trade in for the world, man. Like those are my real guys, man. So like just seeing them get those opportunities made me excited, man. Like whether that's playing the bowl game with me or not, like
Yeah.
just seeing them being able to elevate their life and being able to go chase a dream that they've been chasing since they were kids. Like that's what this is all about, man. It's not about a destination. It's not about a school. It's about chasing your dream, man. And I feel like that's all those guys were doing. They were just chasing their dream. And dude, those are my guys. I support them 100%. I rock behind them. Like dude, I feel no shade towards them. When they told me that they were going to portal and they were going to opt out the bowl game, I was behind them 100%. So no shade to those guys at all.
Love that answer.
And to that point, like I think a lot of fans and media members like ourselves,
Yeah.
that's holding ourselves much higher than what we probably should.
Nah,
But
I give y'all that.
but a lot of people forget that it's not just the player sometimes making that
Yeah.
decision.
Heck
It's
yeah.
conversations that are going on with coaches and whatnot. And while yes, we would love for players to play it out,
Mhm.
they got to do what's right for themselves. I wanted to ask you, like during those like discussions that you have with a coach, and
Yeah.
considering you transferred out of NC State
Mhm.
to East Carolina, you probably, I mean, you weren't being utilized much in the NC State offense.
Tell no lie. You tell
Come to
no lie.
East Carolina and ball the hell out. What those are conversations that you're having, and sometimes the coaching staff may tell you like, hey, like not much is going to change about your situation here
Mhm.
if you stay. Is that kind of how you read it for a lot of guys that maybe leave?
Yeah, I mean, like it sucks to say, but like coaches have just as hard of a decision to make as players do. If they're gonna leave, if they're who they're gonna keep on their team, because at the end of the day, the the players are essentially what feeds their family. So like sometimes the coaches has to make those hard decisions and have those tough conversations and stuff like that. But that's what it's all about, man. It's so much easier to deal with a coach who tells you up front rather than trying to sugarcoat stuff and trying to lie to you to retain you. So that's one thing about ECU is like they make those tough decisions, man. And it's okay. And yeah, and I just feel like it's just all part of the game, man. Those hard conversations that you have to have, and it gives the player an ability to make a decision if they're going to stay or leave. But you know that if they do stay, you're getting the best version of them because you were upfront and honest with them. And I feel like that's what the game is all about. Is just having those tough conversations, just being honest. So, yeah.
And I don't want to get in anybody in any trouble, but it's something that we talk about a lot nowadays in the era of the transfer portal and NIL. And I mean, you
Yeah.
came in last year, you balled out. I'm sure you had other programs maybe in your ear talking about, hey, hop in the portal and
Most definitely.
so talk to me. You don't have to name anybody or drop anything like that, but talk to me about like those conversations because we all know that it's happening, the
Yeah.
tampering and whatnot. But
Mhm.
like, to what extent is it happening to a star athlete like you?
Shoot, man, I just feel like it's everywhere. It's not just here at the G5 level. It's at every level. Every coach and every program wants to make their program the best program. So just like reaching out to players and stuff like that. Like those things happen. But I don't think that it's out of any spite or any like
No.
any bad, you know what I'm saying, like coming from their heart. I just think that it's just simply them just trying to do their jobs and just trying to get ahead of the eight ball. But it's not like, but for me personally, I don't think of it as any advantage because everyone's doing it. So it's not like these schools are having these advantages over players. But I just think of it also as just like whether they come to you and offer you $1 million in the middle of the season or offer you $1 million at the end of the season when they're allowed to talk to you, it all holds the same weight. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of my idea on it. Is just like it's everywhere. It happens everywhere. It happens at every school, and I just think it's just like programs trying to continue their culture and just continue their program status. So I think that's all it is. So
No, I appreciate the candid answer, and
yeah, heck yeah,
it's kind of how I feel about it. Like everybody,
yeah.
anybody that's saying that it's only happening at Alabama
You
or
know what I
only happening
mean?
at Notre
It's
Dame,
just kind
it's
of
happening
just
everywhere.
you're lying to yourself at that point. It's just like everyone's doing it everywhere. So it's like nobody's really here at an advantage or disadvantage because you got people doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like at every level, at every school. So yeah.
And when that happens,
Mhm.
like you've probably got coaches, and they're probably leading with the money aspect of it
I mean nowadays, I mean
nowadays.
that's what persuades people nowadays. So
Get you in the door.
that's the easiest thing to lead with, I feel like.
And yeah, it's got to be tough, man, because I'm
Mhm.
sure, like you said earlier, the G5 doesn't have as much money, and
Yeah.
but I'm sure that some of these P4 schools,
Mm-hmm.
Carolina, we know that it happened with Carolina last year,
Mhm.
trying to throw some money at
Mhm.
Yannick
Yeah.
and some other guys on this team. They stayed. Yannick
Mhm.
ends up at SMU, announced last night.
Yeah. Congrats to my guy. If you ever watch this, Yannick. You feel me? Shout out Yannick,
Oh,
my
yeah.
guy.
The step back celebration down
When
30,
they put it
20 points.
when they put it in the NCAA game, for me personally, went down as the greatest celebration ever.
That's the only celebration I hit.
Greatest celebration ever. Once I seen they put it in the game, he's him. Yannick is
But
him. I can't wait to see what he does, man, at SMU.
I mean, bringing it back,
Yeah,
you had. I'm guessing like you and so many other guys are turning down
Mhm.
money at times to stay at
Yeah.
ECU to be that guy.
yeah, dude. I just honestly, for me personally, dude, I just think it all comes down to just morals and values, dude. Why like why are you leaving? What are you truly leaving for? Why are you truly staying? And for me, it was always one, super loyal, so that was always a loyalty thing, and it's also I'm trying to go to the NFL. I could care less about a $1 million check right now. I'm trying to go to the NFL. So whatever school offers me that best opportunity to go there, that's where I want to be. And I felt for me personally, that was East Carolina, regardless of whoever was throwing me money, however much money, whatever people were saying. I knew that the people that were surrounding me at East Carolina were going to set me up and put me in the best position to chase my dream and go to the NFL. So I just feel like it's not going to stop the tamp, like people hitting people up in the middle of the season and throwing an insane amount of money, a crazy bag at these athletes. It's not going to stop, but it really just kind of just all goes back to like what are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? Are you searching for an opportunity or are you searching for money? So yeah.
Love that. And that right there is why we classify you as a true pirate.
Let's go.
That kind of
That
foresight
right
and
there.
knowledge. You don't get that a lot of times. So, like thinking of the bigger picture. So
Yeah, dude, it's real though. Like you have to though, especially. I mean, you don't. Let me not say you have to because in reality, some people don't want to go to the NFL. I've met a numerous amount of guys who just want to be the best college football player they can be, and that's perfectly fine. And if you're looking for that, and if you're looking to set your life up, like heck yeah, dude, go transfer, dude, go get a bag, dude. Like who cares? You know what I mean? Like you're setting yourself up financially for the rest of your life. But if you truly say you want to go to the NFL, chasing a bag isn't going to get you there. Chasing an opportunity is. So,
love it.
Already, I feel like I've been hogging the mic, man. Or Josh.
Josh, go ahead, Josh.
Anthony, I know you see me
Yo,
on the sideline pregame all the time.
yes, sir.
Good to chat with you, man. Good to chat with you. I just, I know you probably noticed this every pregame. I always dapped up Coach Roberts,
Yes, every time. I be
like
seeing
every
you, man.
time,
I be
right?
seeing you. Yes, sir.
Can you just shed a little bit of light on what it was like to be in his room to get to work with him? Because like I know how good he is outside of the field. Like
Yeah.
can you talk about how he's impacted you?
Yeah, I can't lie to you. This may be extreme, but Coach Rob is one of the people who really changed my life, man. Like, just not like just had like that mindset, dude, that he's developed in me, bro. Is just I don't think I would have gotten that from anybody else, and I think that's truly because he truly loves his guys. Everybody he brings in, everybody he recruits, he truly loves them, and that helps him be the best coach. That helps him propel his players and position his players in the best possible way. When you have that true love and you're not just doing it for a check, when you truly want to see somebody flourish and excel, you get those results. So like Coach Rob, man, like from the jump, like when I came on my official visit, like I knew that I was coming here. Like when I sat in the meeting with Coach Rob, I'm like, yeah, this is where I'm about to be. Like his energy, his love for the players, like it's amazing. So Coach Rob is my dog, man, for life. I was just talking to him earlier, actually. So
Love it.
Cool. I just had to get that question in.
heck yeah,
He's been one of our guys for the longest time too.
Oh,
We
yeah,
we love
man.
Coach
He's
Rob.
he's
He's right down the
he's the
road now,
real
too.
deal.
Artie, what you got, man?
So I just want to ask you just about the bowl game, man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
a lot of people doubted, even us included, right? And
Mhm.
for you guys to go out there and ball out, especially having the game that you had against Pitt, like, what was that celebration like? What was the feeling like? What was the immediate aftermath like? Walk us through what that feeling was like in the bowl game.
Dude, well, speaking to the celebration, I'll give my if my dad watches, I'll give him some credit. I was texting in my family group chat probably a couple days before the game, and I was talking to my fam. I'm like, man, because like y'all, I mean, if y'all watch the games, y'all know like I don't really do too much celebrating. Like I don't do any like real deal celebrations for real. And I'm texting the group chat. I'm like, dang, my last one, I gotta celebrate. Like, what should I do? And my dad just sent like the Carlton gift. And I'm like, you know what? That might be the one. So like when I got in the end zone, that's the first thing that popped into my brain was the Carlton. So I was like, let me hit this jump for my dad, man. So shout out to my dad if he's watching this, man. But yeah, dude, the bowl game, dude, it was amazing. Just how much more of a team we became through those couple weeks of practice when we figured out like guys opting out here and there. Like one day we got a guy, next day we got to plug somebody in because he opted out. So it's just like we just became so much more of a family. And the crazy part about it was in the building we had no doubt in our mind we were gonna go out there and turn up against
Yeah.
Pitt. Like there was no question in our mind. And they didn't announce who was going to be the QB, whether it was going to be Mike or Chasten, but both guys were preparing like no other throughout the entire season to be able to take over that moment. And Chasten is a super confident guy, so when he was granted that opportunity to go out there, man, he was prepared for it. Not only because of how confident he is, but just because of the preparation that he was putting in all year, sitting behind Kate and sitting behind Mike, watching those guys dial up a defense and watch them guys on the sideline how they react to when Coach JDB says something or when a coach tells him something or how to take criticism. Like you could just tell that he was prepared for that moment. So I just think that like it just all goes back to just how big of a team when it was, man. That like all these guys opting out. We even had a coach that got a great opportunity that he wasn't there at the bowl game with us. And we still prevailed. And I just think that it's just a testament to just how much of a brotherhood it is at ECU, man.
Love that. Love that. And yeah, I mean, talking to Chasten after the game,
Mhm.
he just seems like a guy that just exudes confidence. Like
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Look out, bro. I'm trying to tell you. What just keep on watching Chasten, bro. Y'all are gonna be amazed. Like he's an amazing player. And you gotta think, like in reality, that was his first ever start ever against a Power Five school ever. And he did that. And he
Yeah.
did that. So it's just like I cannot wait to see when he gets more developed He gets more comfortable back there. American Conference better look out for my boy Chasten because he's gonna be the real deal, man.
Love that. Love that. Talking about the offense, I
Yeah.
asked JD about the drip. I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you who on the offense has maybe the worst drip.
Oh, the worst drip.
We're gonna go worst on offense.
Okay, we'll go worst on offense. Give me a second. Offense. Let me go.
And not an
Dude.
offensive lineman.
Okay. Now I gotta really think because that's exactly where I was about to go.
I mean that's the easy answer.
That's exactly where.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
you
the
know,
easiest
they don't
thing.
care anyway. So
That's an
Oh.
out.
Okay, worst drip on offense. Who we got? Dude, honestly, I love this guy so much, dude. But Brock, dude, his drip is terrible, dude. Okay, let me not say terrible. It's more.
can see
It's very generic. I would say
right.
he's like a default character on Madden or something. Just going out there, shoulder pads, helmet, pants, cleats, ready to go do it to somebody. So I would say Brock has the most generic drip for sure.
Okay.
But he's my guy though. I still love you, Brock. But
My favorite is just thinking we've met his dad a couple of times.
yeah.
And his dad's always like, man, he should have caught that ball.
That's too funny, man. Yeah, Brock is a beast, man. And I'm pretty sure he's coming back to East Carolina. So,
Yep.
dude,
Yep.
I can't wait to see what he does, man. As a number one receiver, boy, getting all them targets, he's the truth. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Him and Chasten out there, I don't know, man. It might be crazy
something
this
serious.
year.
It'd be
It
something
might
serious.
be crazy, man.
Love that. Love that confidence that you have.
Dude, I can't lie to y'all boys, man. I got I wish y'all could be there every single day with me at practice and just watch them. Like y'all would have just as much confidence. Like just
Yeah.
seeing them day in and day out. This, excuse my language, but the shit that they do in practice is
Yeah.
unfathomable. Like
You
I'm
don't
just
have
like,
to say
damn.
excuse your language on this podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
we're-
perfect.
We're not whole nailers or
Oh,
Steve and I
oh,
go.
okay, perfect.
You can
So
let it
yeah, that's what
fly.
I'm saying. The stuff they do in practice, I'm just like, fam, there's no way you just did that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Love that. And okay, so who has the best drip on defense?
Best drip on defense. Dude, I gotta give it. Ooh, best drip on defense. I can't lie. I low key like my boy DJ Johnson, man. He got some drip. He got some drip. Pop got some drip. Deron Horsley. He got some drip. Mr. Horsley. I'll give it to my boy DJ Johnson.
All right. Love
Mr.
that.
Drip. He's the type of guy to come to the facility with that drip on. So I
Yeah, I
respect
got
it. I got it. You feel me? I
Right.
gotta give it to him.
Okay.
I
And-
gotta give it to him.
We talked about Blake Harrell and taking over being the head coach last year. Interim. You spent half a year with Coach Houston, and then
Mhm.
things kind of changed, and it seemed like
Yeah.
something just clicked on offense with that.
Mhm.
Like, talk about that change and talk about playing under Coach Harrell.
Dude, Coach Harrell is an amazing coach, man. Speaking on the defensive side, I mean, y'all have seen the things that he's been doing here at East Carolina for I don't even know how long he's been here, but I remember even when East Carolina had that really bad season, I think y'all went we went like 2-10, and Coach Harrell still had one of the best defenses in the conference. It's just a test of who that guy is, man. He's super gritty, super hardworking. That stuff doesn't always go his way. Stuff doesn't always go well, but he's gonna find a way to make it work. He's gonna find a way to figure it out. And that's just kind of how it is, man, and how he is, and that's kind of how like the mantra that he kind of I guess put forward when he took over as a coach in that midway through the season was that yeah, guys, things aren't the way we intended them to be, but we're gonna still make it work, and we're gonna still make it about us and make it about the team and go show the world that we don't just because we have an interim head coach doesn't mean we can't go out there and turn up. And then him getting the full time position this year, he didn't let up off the gas. He didn't take his foot off the gas. He still carried that same mantra, that same tenacity that he had to go out there and just prove to everybody that East Carolina is the place to be. So Coach Harrell is a phenomenal coach.
One of my last questions I'll ask you, Anthony,
Yes.
before we let you go. You're talking to, say you were to talk to, that's JD, a similar question. You're talking to somebody that's talking about transferring, talking about
Yeah.
coming to East Carolina. What's the one thing that you would tell them about ECU and what it means to be a Pirate?
I would say first and foremost is it's family. Don't come here if you're not about family. If you're trying to chase a bag, do not come to East Carolina, because it's so, and that's what I would lead with, because it's so much deeper than just trying to chase a check here at East Carolina. Like when you step in that building, it's about family, man, and it's as simple as that. It's not about no check chasers or nothing like that. It's about family. So that would be the first thing that I lead with, is that if you want to be part of something bigger than yourself, man, come to East Carolina, man. The second thing I would say, shoot, if you want to win, come to East Carolina, man. If you see what we be doing out there, like if you want to win, come to East Carolina. So it's just like, man, East Carolina is a phenomenal spot. It's a great family spot. Like if you're about family and you love good people and stuff like that, East Carolina is a place for you. If you love the win while having great people around you, East Carolina is 100% the spot you need to be.
So
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Last question. I asked
Yes.
JD. You got to hear it.
Oh yes.
What's the Sup Dogs order?
Sadly, I'm not like JD. I will not be getting a Sup Crush. I think I will be getting that Sup Burger. I need that Sup Burger, and then on the side, I'm getting no fries. Sup Burger, no fries. 2
Okay.
slaw dogs on the side, though.
Oh,
all right. All
2
right.
slaw
That's a
dogs
new
and a
one.
Sup Burger. Yep.
That might be a first.
And a water with a lemon.
love that.
Water with lemon. Gotcha.
Water with lemon. Yep.
We're about it. We're about it. Well, Anthony,
Yes, sir.
I have just one last quick question.
Yes,
Anthony.
sir. Absolutely.
So you're from Maryland, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like sweet tea?
Bro, come on now. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I had to check if you was from Maryland, if you know what I'm saying.
After
You know what
water
I'm
with
saying?
lemon, sweet tea is the next option. I can tell you that. I can tell you that 100%.
my guy. Love it. Anthony, best of luck to you, my man.
Yes, sir. It's been a
we'll stay
pleasure,
in-
man. Please do, y'all. Please stay in touch, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man.
We do this every year with some of the guys that are going out. Last year was Raj. This year it's you and JD.
Yeah.
Head Holt. We'll stay in contact. And
most definitely. Let me
and,
know if y'all need anything. I'll pull up and come on a podcast anytime, man. So just let me know, man.
Hey, man. Maybe we'll just add you as the third seat. We'll kick Josh to the curb.
Don't tell me that, Josh. You might be done, brother. But yes, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night, man.
Absolutely. You too, Anthony.
You as well.
All right, y'all.
Love that, Anthony Smith.
Oh.
That is a true Pirate. Artie, I went back and forth on naming this episode True Pirates because I knew we weren't doing that segment this week.
Right.
Those two guys are true Pirates.
Yeah, true. Yeah, absolutely.
To the core.
Yeah. Did more than enough. Did more than what was asked. Did more than what was needed for the program. So yeah, absolutely.
All right, Artie. We're gonna blow through the some other ECU football news pretty quickly. ECU. So we talked about Jordan Davis, the new offensive coordinator, 2 weeks ago when we recorded. Now let's talk about the staff that he's putting together. Coach Roberts, like Josh mentioned, it has gone on to Wake Forest. Juan Soto, not to be confused with the baseball player. We're not making that joke. Before the news clicked, when it got put in the group chat, I hadn't seen it yet.
I'll be honest. When it got put in the group chat, I was like, "Whoa, hold on, what?"
I honestly thought that he was talking about Anthony Soto, the offensive coordinator at Mercer. But hey, after talking to Coach Soda, guy seems like the real deal. ECU got another good one.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, Julian Griffin joins as the new running backs coach after Coach Freeman takes the same position at Duke. Coach Griffin was at Cal and previously at UT San Antonio. And then ECU hires Old Dominion's offensive line coach, Alex Huddle, to replace Coach Maddox, who ended up he went where? North Texas? Is that right?
That's me. I have no idea where he went to.
Yes, North Texas.
It wasn't in the notes. I was just going off of trying to remember the portal coaching moves. It's hard to keep up with who's where and where people are going. On the defensive side of the ball, already we'd thrown around names, and honestly, this isn't a name that I think many people had on their hot boards for defensive coordinator. Jordan Hankins, the Memphis defensive coordinator, is now the new East Carolina defensive coordinator. Memphis, another top 5 defense in the country or in the conference, not country.
That'd be something.
Then it would really make sense while we rush the field against them. But comes in to ECU, and then Roy Tesh is going to remain the defensive line coach, but has been promoted to co-defensive coordinator. Once again, this is Blake Harrell's defense.
Right.
Not a ton is going to change, right? He's still got his hands very much in the mix, but he brings in a guy that has a lot of the same philosophy.
Exactly.
In Jordan Hankins. And also you got your right-hand man, the guy that's been with you through it all, and the longest tenured coach on this staff, Roy Tesh, promoting him. So he's got more of a voice in the room. I really like what they did here. Maybe it's not the flashiest name that we were all expecting, but at the same time, I don't think you needed that, knowing that Blake Harrell is going to still be that guy.
Right. Hankins will be calling plays for sure, but it'll be at the blessing of Harrell. So.
And then these guys have gotten on campus. They're all on campus now, the coaches, and they're hitting the ground having to get to work because there's several guys that are in the transfer portal that they have to replace, more so on the offensive side of the ball. We've got some guys that are starting to commit places. J.C. Connor at Vanderbilt. Caden Hauser announced yesterday he's going to Illinois. Yannick Smith going to SMU. The one that really, and I know we just had Anthony Smith on, and I wanted this to be my walk the plank so badly. But when we have Anthony Smith on, the guy that transferred from NC State to East Carolina, it's hard for me to do, hey, I'll walk the plank for somebody transferring from East Carolina to NC State.
Yeah.
This is one of those guys I was so hoping we could keep. Jamarian McCrimmon leaves East Carolina, heads to NC State. As of right now, I believe those are the only ones that have found a landing spot. But there's still you got still some guys in the portal. Manuel Poku, he's another guy that I would love to keep on that offensive line. Jamarly Riddle, he's probably going to get a bag somewhere. DeCerio Riles, he was on campus on an official visit at Florida State yesterday. Kendrick Davis, Bernard Lackey, Parker Jenkins, friend of the podcast, Jaron Waiters, London Montgomery, Raheem Jeter, Amarian Lewis, Jordy Lowry, Justin Benton. I actually met Justin Benton's, this is wild, Justin Benton's ex-girlfriend's like family at a sports bar watching the ECU game earlier in the year.
How did you find it was Justin Benton's ex-girlfriend's family?
They came up to me, man. They came up to me and they were like, "Oh yeah," and they were showing us pictures from. That's a guy that I was really hoping to keep. Key Crowell, Drew McClure, and Malik Leverett are also in the portal still haven't found a home, but where we're at right now, Artie, we just got to replace basically the entire offense.
The entire offense. Yeah. We got to replace the entire offense. So, hey, look, we've been in this position before. So,
it's pieces are going to start falling. You've still got some guys on this offense that are going to be here next year. But really, to me, is impressive is how Coach Harrell is keeping the defense together, keeping some continuity there. Yeah, you lose some guys like a Justin Benton, and you lose a guy like Jamarlee, but the fact that you're keeping the rest of your core intact, I think that there's a lot to be desired. And once again, I trust Blake Harrell with my life when it comes to putting a defense together that is going to play the type of defensive football that he wants this team to play. If we are offering a guy and bringing a guy in on defense, Blake Harrell has my 1,000% trust to put that defense together.
yeah, he's proven it time and time again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some guys that are being filled in. Jakeith Hamilton, redshirt junior, wide receiver, 6'2", 206 pounds, out of Furman. Shelby High School graduate, former ECU receivers coach. Drew Dudzik coached Hamilton during his time at Furman. And then Lance Ware coached him at Shelby from no, he wasn't at Shelby then. Sorry, I misread the notes. But they probably know each other from Shelby. So that's a guy that, once again, Jordan Davis has recruited well. He's recruited the wide receiver position very well. I trust him there. Christian Peterson, he's played in 12 games on special teams and saw action in 4 games defensively for UCF. He's a 5'10", 185-pound safety. He's totaled 109 snaps. It doesn't sound like, oh, those numbers don't jump out at you. I think he has 1 total tackle. But when you pare it down that, likely the other safety or one of the other safeties that he's going to be playing with next year was one of his teammates at Westlake in Atlanta in high school, Demarius Hines. I think that had a big part in him coming to East Carolina. And then Ashton Levels, redshirt junior, 6'1", 170-pound cornerback out of Florida International. He had 20 tackles and 4 pass breakups last year. Those are the 3 commits so far. ECU's hosting I think they've up to 3 or 4 tight end visits in the last couple of days. Got some quarterbacks coming in to visit. I think we're going to be fine. There's some guys out there at skill positions that we've got that we're taking looks at that I think will be just fine.
I agree.
Josh, anything you wanted to add? Did I miss anything?
No, I don't have anything to add.
Love that. All right. Did we get everything else? Yeah. Men's basketball, they're not dead. And women's basketball on a 6-game win streak, longest since 2022-2023 season. Do we have anything for Gambling Corner? Will we record again before the semifinals? No,
I don't think so.
Might as well
But
get him
that's
out.
what the social media is for.
that's what social media is for.
Yeah. We'll make a social media post about it.
All right. There you have it. Walk the plank. Anybody got to walk the plank?
I don't think I do.
Everything happening at Ole Miss right now. Like, come on, guys. Are you coaching or are you not? Like,
I don't know, man.
That's all I got.
I don't know what. I mean, if I'm Coach Golding, like, hey, yes, I need you to coach. But at the same time, like, if I'm Lane Kiffin, I'm like, yo, I need you out here recruiting for me at LSU. I don't know, man. How do you handle that situation? Once again, it's another reason to move the transfer portal. I don't know when you do it, though. If you want guys on campus in the spring, I don't know how you would do it any other way. Unless you move it to the summer, but then you're really screwing yourself. I don't know. Do I have a walk the plank? Man, my Falcons, man. I'm so happy that it sounds like we're making the changes that need to be made. Firing our general manager, firing our team president, CEO, and also firing our head coach all in one fell swoop. I'm happy with it. Look, we got the
Who
pieces.
you looking at?
What?
Who you looking at? If you clean the house, you got to have some names in mind. Otherwise,
They do.
in the building.
I mean, they do. It's probably going to come down. I know that they're interested in LaFleur, interested in McCarthy, and
LaFleur leaves
Stefanski.
Green Bay.
I mean, he may very well stay, but it may be one of those things where, hey, we lose in the first round of the playoffs.
He's not getting fired.
Could the Falcons throw enough money at him? But then they would have to grant him an opportunity to. He's like the long shot. Like I would love to have.
If you can go get Stefanski, really, you should have had Stefanski on the phone at noon today. To be honest with you,
I'm sure that they probably are already talking to him.
Yeah.
As far as general manager, I don't really care. Terry Fontenot was not the guy, but the fact that he was able to completely rebuild our defensive front, like our front seven, basically last year, or really like bolster it. I mean, that was the best our defense has looked in really 5-10 years. So probably since the Super Bowl season.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But to finish 8-9 in a 3-way tie for first place in the NFC South,
god awful division.
And you were eliminated before Thanksgiving, and you still finished tied with the two teams, and it came down to whether you won or lost on which one of those teams went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Chance Scott texted me last night. He said, "Man, I love the Falcons." So, shout out any of my Panthers followers. You're welcome. You got to suffer through the Falcons almost choking away a game that they definitely should have won.
All that just to lose a home game to the Rams by 20.
Look,
but they did beat the Rams in the regular season. I'll give them that.
I just all we need is a competent coach and a quarterback. That's all we need.
That's all anyone in the NFL needs. It's a competent coach and a quarterback.
That's all we need. That's all we need. Josh.
I was just gonna throw out the games real quick, just to get it out the way. Just real quick. Miami is favored by 3.5, and so is Indiana. Who you taking?
Can I just say I saw something that said Confederates versus convicts for I thought that was the greatest name ever.
I mean, that's basically what this is. You're right.
Yo, that is wild. That is wild. You can't show up wearing a shirt like that, though. You can't. You just can't do it.
Don't show up with that shirt.
Please don't do it.
I keep betting against Miami and it keeps burning me,
Yeah.
but I really like Ole Miss right now.
You're delusional.
You are. I think you're being a
I
little
just-
delusional, brother. Look, that Trinidad Chambliss performance was one for the ages, but he's not duplicating that 2 times in a row. It's
do
not
it
gonna-
twice.
him running around the yard 50 times is not going to happen twice in a row. Miami should win this game.
Miami's defense
should.
will not allow that.
Miami's
They should.
defense is some dogs, like straight
this is
savage.
This is not going to be like anything else.
They are
Ole
straight
Miss's
savage.
team.
That's all right. I'm just saying.
Now, I'll give you Carson Beck can go out there and lay an egg. He could play terrible. But
That is very true.
Yeah, he's done it.
But then just put Malachi Tony in at quarterback. He was a high school quarterback anyway. Just let him do what he did in high school.
I don't know. I to me, the vibes are with Ole Miss.
I wouldn't mind it. But I got Miami. I got Miami in this one.
Miami and the points. All right. Oregon, 3.5 point dog right now to Indiana. I'm taking Indiana and the points
Oh yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
they look like a well-oiled machine at the right time.
I think
Indiana points.
I think Indiana wins it all.
Yeah. They just look too good. They look too much like a professional organization.
Yeah.
I think it's Indiana 1,000%.
I mean, I guess the real question is here: what do we do when Indiana wins the national championship? Like that is the what was the point?
2025.
What was the point? Like we're paying players, and all of a sudden Indiana's the one.
Well, you know they brought all their players, a lot of their players at
JMU,
last
baby.
year
That's
was
JMU in the North. It's JMU North.
North.
and I mean they pay guys, but they're not paying them the numbers that Georgia and Alabama and Ohio State are paying. I mean, Fernando Mendoza. Honestly, this year's Heisman was one of the things that, like, I was like, there's several guys that I thought could win it, but I don't think any of them really deserved it. If that makes any sense.
It just felt like one of those years where like no one was really a Heisman.
So I don't think Signetti goes to Bama.
No, not at all.
Didn't he
Not at
just
all.
sign like an 8-year extension?
Yeah.
Yes.
Indiana got him locked up.
Like that.
Indiana said, "Whatever we have to do to keep you here." Let us
Indiana
That
know."
would-
was billion at
that
that
would-
minute they had to.
That
Indiana
makes
got him locked up.
no sense for him to go to Bama. Like, look,
I mean, if you can win a natty in Indiana and be praised as a god, like why would you not stay in Indiana? So
I don't know when Kalen DeBoer loses week 1 next year to East Carolina.
I'm just gonna put this note out here to watch the Indianapolis Colts response to Indiana, because I feel like this could be the catalyst to the big separation, because there's nothing in me tells me that the Irsay ownership group right now would be dumb enough to see what's going on in their own backyard and let it happen without them getting some play. I'm just saying.
What are you saying specifically?
I'm saying specifically that Indiana may become the farm system for the Indianapolis Colts under Signetti. A strategic partnership, you may say.
Okay.
yeah.
In the grand scheme of the big separation of SEC and Big Ten.
Right. And if you're the
You know.
Colts, I mean, it's good business. Why would you not try and do that? So,
Exactly.
If
Northwestern was any good, Chicago
is
could do it.
Irsay, is he a big Indiana guy? Like, because I mean Notre Dame's right there too. Like Notre
Yeah,
Dame's always
like-
been there.
I mean, I think
Is Irsay is he a Baptist? Is that what it is?
well
Jerry.
Jim Irsay has passed, but
come on now, rest in peace.
But
Regardless of being-
his daughter running shit on the
Yeah.
sidelines, yes. But like the Irsay family, like
I think they are just smart enough to understand where the business needs to be played. I mean, regardless where their ties are, if I own a team and ECU is becoming a dominant team, okay,
In
I
my
would feed off of
backyard.
ECU, right?
Right.
Hey, if they're in my backyard, I'm gonna go where it's convenient.
I mean,
And seeing how she's already on the sideline, it's like she's already involving herself in the goings on
She-
of the actual
she's what-
operation.
she's what Jordan at UNC wishes she could be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Calling shots on the sideline.
But you
But I'm
should
just
be on the
saying.
football, so
I'm just saying. Like Georgia was to the Eagles, literally. Yes, like Georgia's defense is to the Eagles.
yeah,
Basically,
I hate that.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I-
it's already happening. It's
As a
but this would be
Falcons
the
fan,
play.
I hate that so much because the Falcons have
should.
like the Falcons have such a hard line about not drafting Georgia like players.
which is dumb.
I don't understand why
and-
we've
and
done
the
it.
Panthers, South Carolina. There's a good number of Panthers players that went to South Carolina or Clemson. Like it's basically already happening. It's just not as explicit as I think that it could it could become. You know.
No, you're right. If you're really paying attention, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, instead the Falcons have tied their wagon to East Carolina.
With Kurt,
With
Kurt,
Kurt Binkert and Justin Hardy.
and Justin Hardy.
Not to mention their offensive line coach is an ECU guy.
Hey, you got to get it where you can.
Shout out, friend of the podcast, Dwayne Ledford. All right. Good pod, boys.
Absolutely.
Anything else? Last day of Christmas, real quick. What did y'all get for Christmas? Did y'all get anything fun?
Oh man, what did I give? Well, yeah, my wife got me a new TV from Office.
Oh, nice. I need a new TV in the office.
And,
Look at this. This
what
is
is that?
tabletop cornhole
Ooh, okay.
because, everybody needs one of these.
Got some
Tabletop.
hand warmers.
I bought my
And
wife
some other little knickknacks that I've been looking at.
the knickknacks are the best. I'll say one of my favorite gifts that I got this year. It's a it's a like a lighter, like what how you would light a grill or whatever. It's electric.
Yeah, the electric ones where it's
Ooh.
just yeah.
It's like a little taser.
Those are neat.
Yeah,
This thing-
that is pretty cool.
Things
That's
are
something I
fire,
appreciate.
literally. And I bought myself some new golf clubs.
Nice.
So, Artie, we're gonna have to get out.
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
boys. Merry Christmas to you. Last day you can say that. Merry
January
Christmas.
5th.
Happy New Year. Make sure you follow us on social media at Boneyard Podcast, at The Boneyard Podcast on TikTok. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all of them. We're on all of them. Subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. If you don't, Artemis.
Walk the damn plank.
And then subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you turn on our notifications on Twitter, X, whatever you call it. That way you get notified every week when we go live. All right. That's all I got. Oh, another holiday season's passed. Buy your row back, 20% off. Boneyard 20. That's the promo code. All right. Now I'm done. Artie,
As always,
let's
Power
go.
Nation, we love y'all. Until next week, wash your hands, wash your butts. Please, it's flu season. So especially wash your hands and wash your butts. Deuce.
Go damn Pirates.